Greetings from the NOEVIR Stadium. We're at the home of the champions for this midweek fixture in J1. Will it be back-to-back championships? That's the big question in these parts for Vissel Kobe. And it seems certain that today's opponents, Machida Zelvia, will be a big part of the answer. Machida, frustrated at home by Avispa Fukuoka on Saturday, were all set to be pegged back by Kashima Rounders until that stunning late brace from Hideyoshi Takeda that turned a 2-0 into a 2-2. They somehow emerged from the weekend's matches with their 2-point lead at the top of J1 intact. And Machida even managed to put a further point between themselves and Vissel Kobe, courtesy of the champions' 2-1 defeat at Gamba, Osaka. Kobe do stay fourth, but that loss at the Suita Stadium was their third in the last 5 league matches. No one's talking about being put too far in the rearview mirror yet, but today is huge for the Vissel Kobe faithful. They surely can't afford another defeat to one of their title rivals, and Takayuki Yoshida has certainly freshened things up, with Yuya Osako dropping to the bench today. More of that in due course. He's one of 4 changes to the Vissel Kobe starting lineup. It's a busy time mid-season. Cup commitments have come into play over the last 3 or 4 weeks or so. Both the J.League Cup and the Emperor's Cup have kicked off for top-flight sides. Contrasting fortunes in those 2 competitions for these 2 clubs. Of course, in the early rounds, certainly throughout the J.League Cup campaign, it's a chance for the top clubs to use essentially their second teams. It is all about chasing glory in J1. The teams ready to come out onto the pitch then here, midweek, the midway point of the season. 7 p.m. local time here in Kobe. Hot and humid, an overcast evening. Boy, if they had an induction to the top flight, the faithful of Machida Zelvia. Vissel Kobe versus Machida Zelvia at the NOEVIR Stadium. This was always going to be a highly anticipated fixture. Top flight champions versus last year's 2nd division upstarts, who continue to trash reputations. And that's even without the current context of Kobe's problems. They meet 10.5 weeks after the first league match was held at the Tokyo National Stadium. Also, the first time they'd ever met, these 2 clubs. Won 2-1 by Vissel Kobe that day. Goals coming from the youngster making his first start in Kakero Yamaguchi. He's not involved today. And Yoshi Muto. The defender Ibrahim Drezovic got a late goal back for Machida, but it wasn't enough to prevent a second loss of the season at that stage. They've lost just 2 matches since Machida Zelvia, and will certainly fear no one. Let's take a look at the teams. Takayuki Yoshida goes bold. There are changes in all areas of the pitch. At the back, Tetsushi Yamakawa's suspension means only a 2nd start of the season for Ryo Kikuchi. Taro Yamaguchi still the anchor point at the base of the midfield. Yusuke Ideguchi is preferred to Takehiro Ogihara. Tashishi Miyashiro too replaces Haruya Ide, and up front a real collector's item. A start for Jean-Patrick, 43 appearances deep into his season and a half at Vissel Kobe, 36 of which have been off the bench. The Brazilian makes only his 8th start for the club today. FIFA World Cups, AFC Champions League Finals, Olympic Games. It's all on the CV of Yuichi Nishimura. In the bar cabin are Shu Kamawata and Tomohiro Inui. This Machida Zelvia team is reasonably consistent. Tani has missed only one match this season. The two changes come in midfield. Yu Irakawa on the right is switched across to accommodate those two changes. Kai Shibato for Kia Sento and Kazu Fujimoto for Byron Vasquez. Up front, Shota Fujio with 7 goals is Machida's top scorer. Eric's 18 goals in the victorious J2 campaign, though, have been followed by just 1 in the top flight, and that was 5 matches ago. Takayuki Yoshida has to be regarded as the most successful interim manager in history, appointed initially only as a stopgap amidst the turmoil of the 2022 season. The rest is history. Go Kurada, the architect of Machida's J2 title, winning his first year in professional football, having ended a 26-year career as coach of the Aomori Yamada High School football team. Yoshimoto scored the second straight match at the weekend. It didn't prevent defeat in the derby match at Gamba Osaka. No Yoya Osako drops out of the starting team. Top scorer last season. He had a wonderful campaign as they secured the title in 2023, Kobe, but it hasn't happened for him this season. So, it's Vissel Kobe, the 2023 J1 champions, against Machida Zelvia, the 2023 J2 champions, in a fixture that opens up the second half of this 2024 campaign. 19 matches played, 19 to go. Machida's half-term report sees them top of the class, 39 points from 12 wins and 3 draws. Kobe 6 points back in 4th place, 33 points, 10 wins, 3 draws, 6 defeats though, with only half a season gone. That's already more than they lost in the entirety of last year's title capturing campaign. 4 of those defeats have come at home as well. Again, double the amount of times they were breached here at the NOEVIR in all of 2023. Mid-season reset required from Takayuki Yoshida's side. Won just 2 and lost 3 of their last 7 in all competitions. Machida have drawn 3 of their last 4 in all competitions, but are so strong away. They've been beaten only once on their travels in the league all season. Won 7 of 9 away. A stunning return for a promoted club. Will Vissel Kobe respond to the changes today? Miyashiro will push forward in support of the top 3. He's actually the top scorer with 7 goals from an attacking midfield role. The player who arrived fresh in the off-season from Kawasaki Frontale, Miyashiro, wearing 9. Having to look goals from elsewhere. Osako, 22 goals last season. Just 4 in 16 starts so far this campaign. Not often he's dropped, but he is today. Early ball up and over the top for Kazuki Fujimoto. It's one of the changes for Machida Zelvia, along with Shibato in that midfield. Hayashi, the left-sided fullback, started every match this season for Machida. An early chance here to just sling this in. Fujio situated. Should be Mikawa. It just graced off the head of Ryo Kikuchi. Partners Matthias Tula at the back today for Vissel Kobe. chance because of Yamakawa's yellow card in the defeat at Gamba Osaka, his 4th booking of this season. That's broken that central defensive partnership, the Vissel Kobe. And Sousa swung it forward. 7 is Yu Irakawa. To be struggling early doors here after that collision with Ryo Atsusa. Can play either side of the midfield, Irakawa. Along with Shota Fujio, a big part of the under-23 Japan team, who will be departing in just a few weeks now. They'll play in the Paris Olympic football tournament. It's been a 2024 campaign so far that has seen Irakawa and Fujio already win the Asian title at under-23 level. They have a brilliant age-level team, Japan. The under-23s, scintillating win in the continental event for that age level. Qatar in May. That is Irakawa, tries to sling it forward. Challenge from Drezovic. Scored in the first match, didn't matter. Ultimately, it was a late consolation. They were 2-0 down when he managed to find the net in stoppages with Drezovic. 2 goals he scored this season. Bosnia-Herzegovinian. He's conceded this free kick. Kobe with a set-piece opportunity here. Sousa plays it in. A man unmarked on the far side. A collision though, which hasn't worked out too well for Shota Fujio. With a chance to work any kind of combination there. Matthias Tula grappling with his opponent. Seven goals in the J1 for Fujio. Goals in the title-winning campaign, was actually on loan from Cerezo this season, just turned 23. Fujio. Tula tries to clear Kobe's lines. A scrappy opening here at the NOEVIR Stadium. Keep you posted, of course, on events elsewhere. Kashimaranda's second in the table against third place Gamba Osaka is a huge match happening elsewhere in J1 today. And those two starting this round of matches 2 points behind Machida Zelvia. Immediate challengers to Vissel Kobe's 4th place is Sanfrecce Hiroshima, point back. They're playing Albirex Niigata tonight. Goalless here in the early stages at the NOEVIR. Kikuchi got the foot in. Henry, the first choice right back right now here for Machida Zelvia. Henry, a lot of experience in the middle as well with Drezovic and again Shoji, veteran centre half. This is Henry, awkward forward, just wouldn't come down for him. A little bit porous at the back, Vissel Kobe. Just not firing, are they? Finding the combinations. A strong start was absolutely essential in this one, but seem a little nervy, the champions. Fujimoto. Played. Fujimoto does really well to find Hirakawa. Hirakawa turns it across. A multi-layered defending does its job there for Kobe. And too much heat on that cross from Henry. That's how quickly they can break. He's a fascinating coach, really. He's the man in charge of Machida Zelvia, Go Kurada. He was 26 years installed as the high school football coach at Aomori Yamada. So, part of the feeder system for the top clubs in Japan, the high schools and the university football teams. He turned them into champions multiple times. Yamada High School. Machida Zelvia gambled on him for last season, and what a year they had. Machida Zelvia from the Tokyo suburbs in 2023. Sharp defending there from Fujimoto, helping out Kataru Hayashi down that left-hand side. Ziriguchi trying to feed it through. It's Muto. Drill that in. Ziriguchi went near post. Jean-Patrick will be the target. Dealt with. Well, it's one of the eternal debates, isn't it, of modern football, the impact player from the bench, and there's absolutely no doubt that Jean-Patrick has embraced that role in his year and a half with Vissel Kobe. So do you just keep him there? Look for that explosion from the bench if you're struggling. Half an hour, 20 minutes to go, something like that. Or do you gamble on that player from the start? It's the latter decision taken by Yoshida today. 36 times off the bench this season and a half with Vissel Kobe. Start today. So picking the ball up deep as well. Jean-Patrick. Scored in the J.League Cup and the Emperor's Cup, Jean-Patrick, but nothing in the league yet. 14 times off the bench, just the two starts in the league. It's not a completely unknown scenario for him to be in from the off, but rare enough for it to be notable. Second chance, Hatsusura's had to create some pressure here with a left-sided set piece. Resulted in the foul. Tudor on Fujio, the earlier one. Played it short this time. Yamaguchi. I have to say that's a disappointing outcome again. Drilled really the ball in from Otaro Yamaguchi. He's 6th year now with the Vissel Kobe. Started up move, and it's going to break here. Favourably for the visitors, that's a really good challenge. Yamaguchi doing really well. Here's Jean-Patrick. That was better. More dynamic, that from Vissel Kobe. Patrick pulling over to the left-hand side. I mean, he can be used central. Can be used on the left-hand side of a three. And when Sarko's playing, it's Sasaki who plays on the left of that three. Very much like Daiju, Sasaki is going to be playing through the middle today. There's Miyashiro, Yamaguchi, Kikuchi, Sakai. Finding little holes here and there now. The Vissel Kobe. There's options here for the player in possession as well. Tula does well. Fujio helps tidy up. Shimada starting to move in the middle of that midfield four there for Machida Zelvia, along with Kai Shibato. We'll say Tani. Fujimoto was caught offside. The wide left there. Well, he knows what he's doing, this referee. Opening match of the 2014 FIFA World Cup was officiated by the man in charge today, Yuichi Nishimura. So, referee day of FC Champions League finals, Olympic Games. History-making official in Japan. 52 now, but still going strong. Quarter of an hour gone at the NOEVIR Stadium. Signs of an improvement in the last few minutes, but Vissel Kobe clearly the side with the issues to straighten out, aren't they, right now? Delivering work for Kikuchi to do here. Muto. Yeah, pretty much had nowhere to go there. Shinori Muto. 17th start today. Those 6 goals, 2 of which have come in the last 2 weeks against Kawasaki Frontale and Gamba Osaka at the weekend. It was nothing more than a consolation in that weekend defeat at Suita Stadium. Safe hands, Mikawa. Iriguchi. Ball up and over the top early doors. Yashiro. Et Jean-Patrick. Atsusa. Tula. Kikuchi. Sakai. Yamaguchi. Miyashiro. Nice idea by Muto. Runs into the defender. Trying to trap the ball with his chest and beat his man, all in the same action. Kikuchi gets back. Fujimoto. Hayashi pinged up and over the top there. Eric to chase. Really having a kick yet. Brazilian striker alongside Fujio up there for Machida Zelvia. Eric. There's one Brazilian who's seen a bit of the ball though. John Patrick. Past Henry as well. It's that pace again from Patrick. Does well. Well, already has given them something extra on the left-hand side, John Patrick. Taking on and tormenting Henry. Right full-back for Machida Zelvia. Got a nice, strong start for them. 27-year-old John Patrick Lima dos Reis. Vissel Kobe not his first Japanese club. He was at Cerezo Osaka in 2022. Again, impact player there. 5 goals from 8 starts, 20 times off the bench. Kobe saw plenty in that. Previously with Santa Clara, Portugal. He played in Moldova and Bulgaria. Before finally alighting here in Kobe. But as ever, the team are going to be roared on, clapped on, no matter the outcome. This J1 club's tremendously well supported. Struggling to find an identity again, it seems, midway through this season. But this is much better. Good surge there by Miyashiro. Overlapping player as well in Sakai. Goalkeeper makes the save. Danger isn't over, it's Miyashiro, does well. Can't clear Henry on that near post. Well, those deeper midfield players coming up to support the attack, helping Vissel Kobe out here. Tani made that save to begin with from Ideguchi. Couldn't capitalise. But after a very slow start, this is better from Vissel Kobe. Ideguchi stubs across that corner. Taken down by Miyashiro. Goes through in his attempt to strike. Yu Irakawa. He's been in the wars in the opening stages. Now then. Follow through. Good job. He's wearing those pads on his shins. Irakawa. Oof. He's taken the full brunt there of Miyashiro's attempt. He missed the ball, and goodness me, he felt that from up here. Regrettable part of the modern game that you don't always take the player's discomfort on face value when challenged, but prepared to say yes, exactly. That kind of connection. It's not surprising that you get that kind of result. Ouch. That's Byron Vasquez, a Chile-born player who dropped out of the team, actually, today. Wide attacker, Shunta Araki as well there, 47. Who's an option here if Irakawa is not able to continue. Just the runoff area here at the NOEVIR Stadium gives you an idea of just how sloppy the conditions are right now. Light rain, but a lot of it. He's managed to run it off here, Yu Irakawa. Good news for Machida. Two goals for the wide midfielder this season. Much like Shota Fujio, he's pretty much a shoe-in for the starting 11. The international duty that's taken him out of the starting team this season. Asian Under-23 Championship in Qatar in May. Drezovic with the defensive cover there. Flick. Throw, not quite. Another attempt here with the Rio Hatsusa to sling this ball in. Henry thrusts it away. Another flick, useful flick as well. Goalkeeper exposed. Zelvia deal with it. Oh, now it almost dropped for Miyashiro. Well, it did drop for him, but just couldn't sort out his feet in time there. Couple of let-offs for Tani. And Machida Zelvia immediately try and hit Eric early. Well, Vissel Kobe had bodies committed forward, nothing doing. Hatsusa drills that up and over the top. Certainly preferring to go early and use that pace of Jean Patrick to torment the Machida Zelvia defence here. Hasn't worked so far, but chinks of light. Sakai. Offered much in attack themselves yet, have they, Zelvia? Fujio and Eric have been largely spectators. This was the throw-in causing all sorts of problems. Muto about to come in and turn the ball over the line. And then just doing enough defensively. Second time around, it's the contact off the head of Fujio that wrong foot to Miyashiro. throw. It's Eric to the right-hand side to try and get involved. Tula. So a little bit too aggressive there. Free kick here for Machida Zelvia. Rain's getting heavier, a lot heavier. Kotaro Ayashi here with the throw. Decent as well. Pack of dark shirts waiting to absorb the pressure. Miyashiro tends to have the throw going the other way here, Vissel Kobe. Kikuchi, yeah, looking for John Patrick. He's collided with Henry. Both players seeing stars after that. That's the tactic. The moment Kikuchi had that ball in his possession there, it was the immediate long diagonal looking for Jean Patrick. Yeah, not ever going to be Jean Patrick's strength, I don't think, trying to win the balls in the air like that. It's just play for territory more than anything. Well, both players will receive treatment just past the half hour here. Goalless between Vissel Kobe and Machida Zelvia. Possibly something to do with the conditions, although not necessarily with that incident itself, but we've had 1 or 2 injury stoppages. Both players seem to be okay now. So Kobe certainly have had the better of the chances. No breakthrough as yet. Still goalless between Kashima Antlers and Gamba Osaka, by the way. Meeting of the teams in 2nd and 3rd in J1. Hunting down Corrida's table toppers. The result of the conditions out there. Shimada taking a tumble. Vissel Kobe gifted possession. The ball in is not good in the circumstances though. Might be retrieved here by Reo Hatsusa. Taro Yamaguchi. For the shot. In the end slipped it into Miyashiro. Tries to scoop it across to Jean Patrick. It eluded the Brazilian. There's quite the conviction, it seems, at times, about Vissel Kobe. Certainly with a gift of possession there, they had a free hit almost. seem to know how to finish off the attack. 3 attempts on target, at least, here for Vissel Kobe. Knocking in away a shot, lone attempts on target for Machida Zelvia. Set up to hit on the counter. Delivered them a good deal of success thus far. The way results in J1 thus far, why would you change it, Machida Zelvia? 9 matches away from home, 7 of them wins. It's just once on their travels this season. Machida Zelvia. Matchweek 10 in Jubilo Iwata, by the way, beaten 2-0. Not over the top for Muto. Too heavy. Well dealt with again. Here comes Hiyashi. Very short there. John Badrick is displaying that formidable work rate. We've got that foot in now. Muto and Sasaki. We've got Miyashiro moving into position as well. Sasaki with a step over. He wanted to do Lenny himself. It's clearly foul. Clearly foul by Genshoji. High arm as well, which stopped him in his tracks. Entirely sure we could argue the toss the other way here. Muto carried the ball on. Sasaki starting from wide right that time. Look at that arm up there by Shoji. That's always going to be penalised. Referee with a perfect view of it. Another set-piece situation here opens up for Vissel Kobe. So just to the angle. Chance to cause Koseitani more than a little discomfort here with a free kick. Hatsusa there, Daiju Sasaki as well. All sorts of preventative measures being put in place, including the classic lying a man down behind the wall here. They have what it takes to absorb this free kick. Machida Zelvia. There's the free kick, and the answer to that question is yes, they do. That's a disappointing end product. After all that build-up, you have to lift that shot up and over the wall to be the goalkeepers. Muto throwing himself at it. That second ball comes back up and over the top, and that's important from Hayashi. Stood up really well there, Koto Arayashi. The Machida Zelvia. There's Eric Lima. Jink. Finds Fujimoto. This is the danger. The Machida Zelvia pose. That's their first shot. It's a shot on target as well. Kazuki Fujimoto. Straight forward for Daya Meikawa. did need to show something in attack, really, the visitors there. Jean-Patrick. Reo Hatsusa down the left. Yamaguchi. Kikuchi. Matthias Tula. Sasaki. It's very tight term there. They've got an overload in that position. Wide left here, Jean-Patrick. The ball over both Muto and Miyashiro. Made their way into the middle. It remains goalless here at the NOEVIR Stadium. This was that earlier bit of intricate interplay that resulted in the shot from Kazuki Fujimoto. First shot for Machida Zelvia here. Benchmark for teams promoted to J1 is Gamba Osaka and Kashiwa Reysol, the two clubs that won J1 after being promoted from J2 the year before. There's Sasaki, shut down. And they are difficult to break down. It's Shibato getting back from central midfield role there to help out the back four. Here's the Kobe corner, it's a good one. Got a header away as well. And up and over the top. Another chance created, another chance goes begging for Vissel Kobe. Sasaki nodded it over. It's the player just next to him, wasn't it? To Ryo Kikuchi, who sort of occupied the attentions of the defenders there. Pretty much a free header in the end there for Daiju Sasaki. It wasn't a good header in the circumstances. That man a proven winner in his playing career. Takayuki Yoshida. He actually won Continental title, Asian Cup Winners' Cup 30 years ago with the Yokohama Flugels. Different days in Japanese football. That's not a good delivery from Tani. And here's Jean-Patrick, threatened to be cut open here. Defending spot on again from Drezovic, who takes a whack for his troubles as well, having stuck the ball behind. That was poor from Tani, wasn't it? Looking to play the ball out from the back to Fujimoto. Not a good pass at all. Cut out by Muto. On the attack straight away. Pass for Jean-Patrick. Recovery challenge there from Drezovic. Recovery intervention, I should say, before he's clattered by Sasaki. His momentum just takes him into the Bosnian. Ryo Hatsusa now with another corner hit. Last one produced the header from Sasaki. What will we get from this? Good delivery again. Looking for Sasaki again, but it's a little bit too awkward that time to steer on target or turn into a chance. There's the man. Ryo Osako, no longer an international player. Still with, of course, so much to offer, even though it might not seem that way right now. He's 34. Ryo Osako. This time away from Japan in Germany with the Cologne and Werder Bremen before returning to Kobe in 2021. 37 goals. 3.5 seasons back here in Japan. 89 appearances. Not a bad return, is it? And better than 22 in 32 starts last season. He won the title. He hasn't scored since the 11th of May, Ryo Osako. So we hit the 45-minute mark here at the NOEVIR Stadium. It's not helped by the conditions. Have time added on, 4 minutes of it. A little bit surprised at that, was expecting that to be at least 5, but whatever. Don't get the decision there. Vissel Kobe, play on. Yu Irakawa. It's not a good use of the overlap for Henry there. Fans enjoyed that. Machida Zelvia attack dying on the vine. Just that one shot to show for their attempts, which have been sporadic. That's being generous. Machida Zelvia, Fujimoto's attempt, the P-roller, fielded by Deo Meikawa. Fresh energy injected into the Vissel Kobe attack. Coach Yoshida today hasn't quite delivered the goods yet, has it? But they're knocking on the door. Vissel Kobe actually lost 3 of their first 5 league matches here at the NOEVIR Stadium in this 2024 season. Certainly steadied since then. Here, a week and a half ago against Kawasaki Frontale. Back of it, a 2-0 win over Katala Toyama in the Emperor's Cup. He's through in that competition. Competition from which Machida Zelvia have been eliminated, by the way. Now it's an opposite situation in the J.LEAGUE Cup for these two. Actually beaten by the University of Tsukuba. Zelvia, penalty kicks. For a 1-1 draw a fortnight ago. Jean Patrick, oh, he went with the outside of the foot in the end. Follow-up shot is pulled just wide by Ryo Hatsusa. Almost finding that breakthrough in stoppages at the end of the first half. Inevitably, Jean Patrick involved. It's a clever little improvised shot outside of the left foot, which he tried to feed towards the far post. And then perhaps a little bit unlucky with that follow-up attempt there. Ryo Hatsusa. He hasn't scored, Hatsusa, since April 2023. Far away. Getting first goal today. Muto. It's a few seconds of the first half here. Time enough for Vissel Kobe. Jean-Patrick is the ball in. Trezovic defends it. Lima can do nothing with that. And that's Kikuchi. Nonsense up and over the top. Actually go out of play there. Hatsusa play that in field. Maybe the referee will allow this attack to play out. No, he won't. Pulls time on the first 45 minutes. Deadlock here between Vissel Kobe and Machida Zelvia, the meeting between the J1 and J2 champions from 2023. Zelvia looking to play on the counter, have absorbed all that pressure, and there was plenty of pressure as well from Vissel Kobe in the first half. Jean-Patrick was perhaps the pick of the Kobe attackers in this new look front line for the home side. Plenty of attempts and plenty of pressure, but no goal and no breakthrough. At half-time here at the NOEVIR Stadium, it is Vissel Kobe 0, Machida Zelvia 0.
50
So the teams return then for the second half here. Goalless at the break between Vissel Kobe and Machida Zelvia. It's all set to be, as you were really, at the top of J1. Draws wherever you look. It's 0-0 here, it's 0-0 between the Antlers and Gamba, the meeting of teams 2 and 3 in J1, and even Sanfrecce Hiroshima, team who, with a win, if Kobe slip up today, could move up into 4th, dropping Kobe to 5th. And they're being held as well, but home by Albirex Niigata. It's all to play for in the second half here. 8 shots all in for Vissel Kobe in that first 45. So the intent is there. They're getting into the attacking positions as we see confirmation of Kazuki Fujimoto's replacement, switching out with Byron Vasquez. So the player, the Chilean-born player who dropped out of the starting 11, the 0-0 team with Vispa Fukuoka at the weekend, returns here for the second 45. One shot for Machida Zelvia in the first half. Second half underway at the NOEVIR Stadium. And Jean-Patrick takes possession straight away here. Finds Sasaki, they're on the prowl straight away with Jean-Patrick. Turns and shoots and lifts the attempt just over the top. What a start that would have been inside the first 18 seconds of the whistle. Talk about a fast start, this. Jean-Patrick using his pace. Direct, dynamic, good combination play, if only he'd kept his shot down. He's desperate, isn't he, to get on the score sheet, being handed the opportunity, the responsibility from the start with Yuya Osako on the bench. You can't blame him for that. A little bit of hesitancy, and Mekawa comes through that with a claim. Matias Tula, plenty to say to Shoto Fujio there. No nonsense. In his demonstration of his views there, Brazilian centre half. Strange quirk. Football is full of them, isn't it? It's a similar defensive record as last season, but poorer in attack by the tune of 10 goals. I.e., Vissel Kobe had scored 10 more goals than they have right now at the corresponding stage of last season. 27 thus far, 37 after 19 played in 2023. Second in goals scored in J1, third in goals conceded, the kind of return that we see from teams that win titles and trophies. A team that spent 26 match weeks protecting top spot last year. Zelvia champions with 87 points in J2. Patrick looking for that way through again. That J2 championship here came just 12 months after they finished 15th in the second division. Machida Zelvia. High press, and Muto almost made it work. Not really a team set up to play through on the break, really. Machida Zelvia for large parts of that first half. Shoto Fujio and Eric were largely isolated as we go through the lineup again for Vissel Kobe with the Yamaguchi and Miyashiro Ideguchi at the base of that midfield. Miyashiro Ideguchi further forward. Sasaki, Patrick Muto. Sasaki receiving the rough shot treatment there from Ibrahim Drezovic. Not too sure the defender can argue against that, really. I mean, in Drezovic and Shoji, they have pretty rugged campaigners, don't they? He definitely believes on a sturdy back line, on top of which everything else is built. Machida Zelvia coach Gokurada. It will be a free kick. A little bit wasteful with their set pieces in the first 45, Vissel Kobe. And Hatsusa up the output level. It's the shot! Straight down the throat of Gosetani. On either side, and the goalkeeper would have been a little bit more trouble. So Tani in goal, Makura Bayashi, Henry with Shoji and Drezovic in the middle. We've seen Byron Vasquez, there's Kazuki Fujimoto and Eric shot at Fujio. They're isolated front two. Byron Vasquez there, second year with Machida Zelvia. Off the bench for the third time. He's pretty much a backup player. He's only just turned 24. Byron Vasquez, born in Chile. His family settled in Japan at an early age. He was in an early age. Citizenship. Here's Sasaki. Here's Sakai. Defeated across. Muto took a tumble. Calm heads there in the Machida Zelvia defence prevail. Byron Vasquez. Foul. Sasaki just got there ahead of Henry. The fullback recovers well. To Okoto Shimoda. Then Eric dropping short. Byron Vasquez again. Henry. Patrick again, demonstrating that work rate, getting back. He's the player. Blocked the cross. The ball was out of play. Sustained possession in the Vissel Kobe half is not something that Machida Zelvia have enjoyed on too many occasions in this match. Hirakawa. The rapper was Hayashi. First half possession stats, 63% for Vissel Kobe. Machida Zelvia at 37%. Feels like it was a little bit more for Vissel Kobe, in truth. Kai Shibato is going to take this corner. Worked it short. First corner that of the match. Machida Zelvia disappointing as well. Early ball up, looking for Jean-Patrick again. Yashiro does well. Jean-Patrick past that first defender and then crushes that shot. Wide of the near post. Perhaps didn't need to take that option. Early ball up from Deo Mikawa. Panicked the Zelvia defender sufficiently to allow Jean-Patrick a side of goal. I mean, certainly the angle a little bit prohibitive for him. His instinct in the first half to hold that up and wait for others to give him the option. The goal himself there. Fujio tangling with Iriguchi. Yeah, arms were up there around Iriguchi from Jota Fujio. Drilling that into Gotoku Sakai, who had to rescue his goalkeeper there, wasn't it? Good piece of distribution that from Mikawa. They might be punished further. Eric nipped in, and it will be a penalty. Where did that come from? Well, they get in a terrible mess here. Vissel Kobe, look at that. Kikuchi doesn't know whether to force that back to his goalkeeper. Doesn't know whether his goalkeeper is going to get there, and then produces that on Eric Lima. Pulls down the striker, and the referee straight across to point to the spot. That was a horrible moment for Vissel Kobe. Amryo Kikuchi. Well, I thought the referee in Kimura there had pointed to the spot. We do have VAR, as we know, in Japan. On another day, that gets referred. Pointed to the ball, wasn't he? It did look like a penalty at first glance. A really nervy moment at the back there for Vissel Kobe. Goes the rugged Drezovic. Pushing through with his shoulder. It's another warning, is it? Free kick here for Vissel Kobe. The delivery, kind of heel back across there from Kikuchi. Very, very deep, wasn't it? Looking to use that blindside runner there in Ryo Kikuchi. The centre half, Vissel Kobe, and a little nudge into Sasaki. Could this be the moment? No, it couldn't. Let's flash that up and over. Again, the end product just is not there from the home side. But it seems that the well-drilled, the well-oiled system that served them so well last season is not functioning for Takayuki Yoshida, and they kind of look a little bit hopeless with it. We tick down towards the hour mark at the NOEVIR Stadium. Still no score between the teams in first and fourth place in J1. Zulu penalised that time. And still goalless, I might add, as well, between the teams who are second and third in J1. Kashima Antlers and Gamba Osaka. Likewise, Sanfrecce Hiroshima still being held at home by Albirex Niigata. So top 5 in J1 will remain the same as it stands now. Okuto Shimoda now with the free kick for Machida Zelvia. Delivery, quite a flick. Sakai does well. Line break for Irakawa. Hayashi. Sakai tracks back. Henry is well forward here. Forward on the wrong side. The cross. Irakawa attempted a cross. Blocks that out of the air to deny Byron Vasquez. The roar goes up because there's the chance of a quick break from Vissel Kobe. Byron Vasquez then through to Eric Lima. That's a good challenge by Ryo Kikuchi. The players who tangled in that nervy and scary moment for Vissel Kobe, where it looked like Kikuchi may have conceded a penalty. Forces the striker down a blind alley there, Kikuchi. That's good defending. But Machida Zelvia showing much more in attack in this second half, and it's a better contest for it. White shirts here, potential targets for this corner. Drilled short, better chance at swinging the ball in, presents itself. Shimoda. Cross to connect, carries across to Henry. I don't blame him for not anticipating that. Vissel Kobe scurry the ball away. They're readying Yuya Osako here. Free kick to defend though for Kobe. Ball in is decent. Kawa committed himself, got hands on it as well. Pace on the ball in. Good positive goalkeeping that from Dayame-kawa. Sasaki has to clip it on there for Miyashiro. Sasaki is tripped. And that will be his last activity because Teiju Sasaki is being replaced here by Yuya Osako. No goal in 8 matches for Osako. He has scored 4 times this season. Only one of those goals has come here at the NOEVIR Stadium. back in March in the 6-1 dismantling of Consadole Sapporo. They badly need a return to the title-winning form of last year, with 22 goals for Osako. Nothing like as deadly this time around. Yeah, he looks to be okay now. Mekawa missed the return league fixture. One of those unusual quirks. Both teams, actually, both for Kobe and Machida Zelvia were missing their first choice keepers when they met at the Tokyo National Stadium in the first league fixture, because both Kosei Tani and Deya Mekawa were sent off the week before. Activity for Osako. Wow. Well, what a start that would have been. He's pulling away to the left-hand side there, Osako. Would have been the very definition of impact sub there, Yuya Osako. A bit of a crazy contact, didn't it, off his left boot. Pulls Tani into the little tip over the top. Ryo Hatsusa now take this corner. Here it comes, Hatsusa's corner. Kikuchi made that smart run. It was too problematic for him to get his boot on that, turn it goalwards, clip it up towards goal. Osako finds Jean-Patrick. Osako again to Jean-Patrick. A lot of work to do. Managed to send it over. Tani sends Machida Zelvia going quickly. Entirely different performance from Machida Zelvia in the second half here. All those shots, all three of them have come. Actually, two of them in the second half, but way more intent about them and conviction and belief. Way more comfortable in the opposing half as well. Here they are again. Shimoda. Pass isn't good though. On 7 occasions have teams won back-to-back titles in Japan. Most recent being Kawasaki Frontale in 2020 and 2021. So they also did it in 2017 and 2018. 5 teams have achieved that feat. Vissel Kobe looking to join that club. Sanfrecce Hiroshima, Kashima Antlers, Yokohama F Marinos, Verdi Kawasaki. In the first 2 years of the J-League in 1993 and 1994, known as Tokyo Verdi these days. Teams to have won championships in Japan in successive years. I mean, right now, you wouldn't say Vissel Kobe are looking like title winners, would you? Worst performing title defences belong to Yokohama F Marinos, who finished 9th in 2005 after winning the title in 2004. 9th again in 2020. COVID-affected season that was. They won J1 in 2019 under Ange Postecoglou. As the president, Machida Zelvia are interested in will be to join Gamba Osaka and Kashiwa Reysol. Teams who followed up winning J2 by claiming the J1 title in successive years. Iriguchi. Given away, Eric. Two defenders, so went with him and made the pass inside, too problematic. Sousa, it's a good ball. Osako. Patrick, the overlapper. Miyashiro into the middle. Ball in is not good. Two of the front three combined like that. Pulled out a little wide. Muto pushes across. You've got Miyashiro's instinct is to get up and be a sort of auxiliary striker as well. He's actually the top scorer, they say, Miyashiro this year, with 7 goals for Vissel Kobe. Player who came in from Kawasaki Frontale in close season. Henry. Should be Makawa, surely. It's given away by Matthias Tula. Matthias expected a call from his goalkeeper there. Irakawa. Oh, he's done well. Shoto Fujio done really well. All across cut out by Kikuchi. Kind of throws everything into every challenge. Ryo Kikuchi. Got a bit lucky, I think, earlier in this half. His challenge on Eric didn't even go to VAR. Inside the last 20 minutes of the 90. No score, but they are still bouncing. Yeah, about a 500-kilometre journey back to southwestern outskirts of Tokyo. Here comes the Machida Zelvia corner. There's Osako heading away the danger. Kotaro Hayashi launching this throw. Goalkeeper commits. There's a Zarko. Now then, Sean Patrick will wait for the ball to drop. Take on Henry. It's a good recovery there from the fullback, Henry. Nearly had a chance to counter. Iroza now will come on. Just going to change the shape a little here. So he shuffles the deck again here. Takayuki Yoshida. He would have loved a goal today, wouldn't he? Lively, but ultimately shackled John Patrick. Play on. It just took a nick. I think they're off Osako. Sakai had to be content with a throw-in. Opening up down the right-hand side for Machida Zelvia. It's something to be wary of here with a quarter of an hour to go. Gotaku Sakai with this throw-in. Get the flick. Sturdy defending, forcing the foul committed by Ryo Kikuchi there. Triple change now for Machida Zelvia. Araki, Kanji and Sento are the players coming on. And Fujio, Shimada and Eric are the players going off. So, will this have an impact? Talking about straight switches here, pretty much. That's Eric. He's done a noble enough job. It's not been a day for the strikers, though, has it? Let's be honest. Spoiling tactics again. The game management element comes into play here for Machida Zelvia. Hayashi. Henry. Drift through to Mekawa. No worries. Getting a little bit scrappy. damage to do there for Byron Vasquez. To know exactly what Vissel Kobe will make of this if they can't find a way through here. There's been a lot more intent about their attacking play, but results is results. It'll be a case of them losing a little bit more ground here on a title contender. Certainly Machida Zelvia will be the happier should things progress. A corresponding moment. That other huge match in the J1 today, Kashima Antlers against Gamba Osaka, second, third. It's still goalless in that one. It's still 1-1 between Sanfrecce Hiroshima and Albirex Niigata. That man will still be sitting pretty at the top of J1 again if there's no change to the current scores as we head into this second half of the 2024 season. Mini tournament amongst themselves in Kobe, Zelvia and Gamba Osaka. And the Antlers, it seems, at the weekend, because next round of fixtures should be the goalkeepers. Oh, it's a mess up. Little trickled past Tani. Had to be cleared almost off the goal line there by Gen Shoji. Rare mix-up there from the usually sturdy back line of Machida Zelvia. Tempers get a little frayed late on here. The foul called against the Vissel Kobe attackers on Kosei Tani. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Yeah, Miyashiro was in that position, but then again, it came off Vasquez last, didn't it? Vissel Kobe play the Antlers at the weekend. Machida Zelvia go to Gamba Osaka. It's all about the top four playing each other right now. Remember, Vissel Kobe played Gamba Osaka last weekend, lost that one 2-1. Lift over the top there by Sakai. Yeah, difficult without anyone running beyond there for Yuya Osako to turn that into any kind of likely assist. Byron Vasquez. Throw there. There is Vasquez, turns it back to Kai Shibato. It's a Shibato here for Machida Zelvia, almost broke for Yu Irakawa. Kobe scurry it away. Nothing doing. The home fans want the decision. They're not going to get the decision. Gets delayed way too long on the ball there. Very ponderous. Here's Osako. He's got Muto to his right-hand side. Yashiro to his left. Here's Muto. Tries to offload it quickly. Osako forces the save from Tani. What a story that would have been. For all that possession. Gonna go back, yeah, for the foul. I mean, Osako with the chance there. They wondered if that was the moment, the Vissel Kobe fans. It's a little bit of flow and a little bit of rhythm about this attack. There wasn't too much wrong with that follow-through contact, was there, from Yuya Osako? Well, he does nothing wrong there, the striker. I mean, okay, collides with Gen Shoji. Those two, they're previously international teammates. Yuya Osako and Gen Shoji, 30-somethings now and know how to play the game in every sense of the word. International teammates in the 2018 World Cup in Russia against Shoji. The Machida Zelvia captain and Yuya Osako know each other well, know the score, and they will be bouncing all the way back to the commuter town on the west of the urban sprawl that is Tokyo, Machida. Looked like a breakthrough moment, didn't it, for Yuya Osako? Tani equal to the shot, though. That looked a little late from Inaguchi. Okay, Asento, one of the players who dropped out of the starting 11 from the Avispa Fukuoka goalless draw at the weekend. So restored at the end here. Rezovic to ping one, try to pitch it just ahead of Diameko as well, cleverly get a bobble. Sako. Sento did well. There might be a chance here to bring in Nanase Ino for Taisei Miyajiro. Like change really. Change the other way. The starting 11 at Gamba Osaka. Shiro looks a little despondent, doesn't he? Sino comes in. More defensive-minded. It's Miyashiro as part of that too, working ahead of Yamaguchi, who gets further forward. Want to protect this point now, Vissel Kobe. Here's Yuya Osako. Tirosa. Fed on there to Ideguchi. Gives the cross towards Osako. Sousa still committing himself well forward there. "90 minutes almost up. Kuchi, not quite the flick he wanted. There's Tula. He's got Byron Vasquez in the face there. So that will be an obvious free kick the other way. I just wonder if he'll be back in the starting team to take on the Antlers at the weekend here. It's a Sunday match that. In J1 for Vissel Kobe. We're into the first of the extra 5 minutes at the end of this one. Machida Zelvia set to remain on top of J1 by 2 points from Kashima Antlers and Gamba Osaka, who are still cancelling each other out. Sakai took a bit of a knock, so it's a limp, yeah. Fed it all the way back, saved the first there to Mekawa. Just 4 wins in 10 at home from Vissel Kobe. If they can't find a breakthrough in the dying moments here, that's what Nanasino is trying to do. Well played, Jacinto is very calm, getting back to fulfill his defensive duties there. Yeah, it's finished at the Kashima Soccer Stadium, goalless. Little hand up there. Kai Shibato on Yoshimoto. They're at the point now where every sort of contact is going to be leveraged. That's Henry. Araki going to the near post, lifted it across there for Mekawa. Distribution is a big part of Deo Mekawa's game. And Yuya Osako with a really fine pass, but Osako's ball forward was cut out. Here's Henry. Midway through the extra 5 minutes of stoppage time now. Byron Vasquez. Luto Irosa in front of him. There's the cross. Uedakawa. Going to be going something to do anything with this. Ball still in play. Irakawa does retrieve it. Slip inside there for Shunta Araki to take on the defender. Vissel Kobe holding firm. Still be top. Oh, Machida Zelvia. Kurita's side. Well drilled, aren't they? Set to pass this test. I mean, Vissel Kobe not in the best moment right now, but it's still a big deal to come here and get a point. But the home of the champions. And what a second half of the season we are in for here in Japan in 2024. Separating the top 5 as things stand right now. Here's the cross. Sako just missed it. Ball just rotating on its axis there, a drilled cross that time. Sako quite gamble enough here. Pumped it, just swings away from him in the end, doesn't it? And Henry watches it out and past, and that, I think, is that here. On a night where Vissel Kobe have thrown everything at Machida Zelvia, trying to reassert the dominance of the J1 champions over the upstarts from the second division. But it is going to be Machida Zelvia who remain top. Vasquez turned back inside the defender and then was a little ponderous before he cut the ball across. It is a midweek round of fixtures when the top 4 in J1 have ended up cancelling each other out. Vissel Kobe 0-0 with Machida Zelvia, Kashima Antlers 0-0 with Gamba Osaka. So the top 5 in Japan stays the same after a huge round of fixtures, and now it's on to the weekend. Vissel Kobe playing Kashima Antlers and Machida Zelvia playing Gamba Osaka. It's all fun, 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 isn't it? Although there were no goals tonight. Plenty of attempts by Vissel Kobe. Go Kureda set his side up here, and they will be happy with the point at the NOEVIR Stadium for sure. It's finished goalless here. Vissel Kobe 0, Machida Zelvia 0. Machida stay top by 2 points tonight. Well, we're going to get some post-match reaction at the end as ever here, as Vissel Kobe try and process this on the back of that 2-1 defeat at Gamba Osaka. A goalless draw. Not the win they were hoping for. Only 2 of their last 8 in all competitions now. I mean, avoiding defeat, significant, of course it's significant, but you just don't want to be avoiding defeat if you wear that crown of champions. But it's a heavy crown right now, isn't it, for Vissel Kobe? Far from firing on all cylinders. It's a good long while now since they scored the more than 1 goal in a J1 match. You have to go back to Matchweek 13 on the 11th of May. No goals at all today. And it will be Machida Zelvia who will be happy here. They've come to the home of the champions. And now travel back east with a point.
今シーズン6試合目、そして新潟戦以来のスタメン出場ということになりました。まず首位相手に1対1、0対0、これどういうふうに受け止めていますか？
そうですね、勝ちたかったなっていうのが素直な感想で、 僕自身、ここまで先発が1試合で、こういう試合で出番をもらって、ここで燃えれないとか結果を出せなかったらもうサッカーやめようと思ってたんで、その覚悟は多少なり見せれたと思います。
かなり強い覚悟をゲーム前話されていましたけど、改めてどんなイメージでゲーム入りましたか？
そうですね、ずっと自分を信じてましたし、絶対